Hello. How be ya? We be fine. Actually, I don't know. This one is called Inner Discomfort. Could this be heart-mind? Working through that. It's from January 11th, and the Mayan day was 10 Eagle. So, with the 10 and with the Eagle, there should be some good vision and things coming together. Let's see if that's the case. I write strictly from a sense of discomfort, inner discomfort tonight. I don't know what it's from. I've been sitting with it for a while, so I think it's time to bring it to the journal and maybe discover what more can be found in heart this way. Now, part of this feeling may be that when I come on things I may want a second opinion on, there just aren't that many who understand me well enough that I can feel comfortable to go to them and get their opinion and have it be useful. As we all probably know, being really understood in today's world, it's pretty rare. Now, it would be different if all things spiritual were the focus in society. Then people like us, well, we'd be the norm. But it isn't. With the majority lost and stuck so firmly in mind, but all thinking they're found and not asleep and not mind controlled, well, that's pretty distant from reality the way I see it. So, what help would those be? So, though it's just not true, yet one does get to feeling alone at times, and that can be hard. We all have a perfectly good set of spiritual advisors. The only issue with whom is that they're on other dimensions, invisible, and we're not yet competent travelers there. Grrr. Oh, that's funny. I put that grrr in here and never knowing I would find this picture and use it this way. Oh well, back to loving what is, to loving the now here moment, no matter what it brings. No matter what, that's always the best way. At least it's my way. And if you can hear it, I have 2 new kitties, one of whom is sitting in my lap purring. So that's appropriate too. So, being understood, what a rarity for all of us. I do get so much from the comment threads that go with my videos. I know I have people out there who really do get it to various levels, and some better than I do. Hey, we're all just where we are, and I like to remember that that's perfect. Nothing less, it really is. It's just that sometimes we don't see it. It doesn't feel that way. Perfect. Well, we give that our attention to the extent that makes heart sense. Included in that is knowing when to let it go. Often it turns out that the best thing is just to leave it alone. The only way to find out is by watching, just quietly letting it happen, whatever it is, and just observing. No one ever said the spiritually focused life would be strewn with roses, and we know that. Stamina, my friends, we're almost there. Now, yes, I know, I'm talking to myself there. I always am, and I know that pretzels a few minds out there. Why have a conversation with oneself, right? What can that produce? Heck, I don't know. Maybe it's that me, myself, and I thing. Maybe there's something to that. I just know that whatever the mechanism is that kicks in when I come to the journal, it's quite special. It's communing with higher levels somehow, and I couldn't even tell you who or what, just that it feels like self somehow. Maybe higher self, I don't really know. It will be fun to find out. Now, it's a pretty strange route to take for one's higher or divine self to take the route of putting internal communications out on the internet just to commune with the lower self. Pretty strange, I agree. Oh well, the internet thing is just 2 years new. Considering the decades the journals were private, that's not so much. It worked the private way too, and very well. Actually, I think I would have gone crazy in this life without the journals. I don't even want to contemplate that. Yeah. Something pretty funny just came to me. Here I am feeling kind of sensitive about not having a wide acquaintance who understand me. No group where we can go to have really deep conversations and just feel free to be. And what I have right here, as close as my breath, is my own divine one, my higher self. Now, who could there possibly be in all of cosmos, all of time-space, but that one to better understand you? I can't imagine. Yeah, pretty funny. I guess there may be some more private journals upcoming. Now, I've got a footnote here. What did I write? Oh, sorry about the flashing. Okay, looking at this whole paragraph, do you see what's going on here? It's me being outward focused, seeking answers instead of going within. Yes, deep friendships are more precious than gold or gems, but still, ultimately, they can't stand up next to that which is within us. As we go within first, then we have even more to bring to those friendships as well. Now, there it is. Okay, so, all right, so, but heck, how do I know? So many things one would think ought to be private become a part of my public life this way. What can I say? I guess that there's something to be gained for others there by sharing it. That's all I can figure, though I tell you, I don't waste much time trying to figure such things out. Heart calls, I answer, and that's that. I leave the whole why thing to source. Life is ever so much easier that way. Then, when I really need to know something, I can be quite confident that my life will manifest in such a way that I'll find it out. And there's no use trying to figure that out either, as there's no telling how the information will come in. It's like trying to second guess your next serendipity, a waste of the now here, a waste of time. I think what may be happening here is that I may be getting acquainted with the heart mind. I mean, I know the heart does things like up your IQ when you focus there for a test, and the heart produces neurotransmitters, brain chemicals too. But a whole lot of real life experience with sorting out heart mind from brain mind, I don't have. So it's a little disconcerting, if that's even what it is. I have grown used to a silent and cooperative mind of late. Now, I don't mean all the time. My mind chatters a bit now and then, but overall, it's gotten pretty quiet in there, and I like it. The heart is pretty silent too, so it's been really peaceful for a while. And now this. Just wait until you see the more recent journals. There's really some evidence of mind there, and I just don't know what to say. It comes in the flow. So, as usual, I'll just watch and wait for a while. As they say, don't move until the elephant steps on your toes. With no elephants anywhere in sight, I guess I'm safe for now. I tell you, it's one thing being uncomfortable with the world. There's even really good justification for that, considering the way the world is now. But being uncomfortable with yourself? That's pretty strange, at least for me. I can't tell you how peaceful and joy-filled my life has been, really. Okay, enough of that. Heaven knows there are more serious issues just about anywhere. I'm sure you all know what it feels like, though, when your heart just isn't comfortable and you don't know what's what. Sometimes it's important to just put one foot in front of another. And so I journal. All we can do in our now here is our best, and that's quite good enough. I'm really through with whipping myself, trying to be perfect. If we're true to reality, then we know this isn't the realm for that. Perfection ascends, it takes us higher, and that will come on its own when it's darn good and ready. That takes care of itself. Meanwhile, well, there is one last thing we can do to bring a little comfort, if we like, and that's to spread our wings out nice and wide. Get out of the box. If we find ourselves slipping too far down into misery, we're too focused on 3D. We may have forgotten how small a slice that is of you or of me. And as we back up just a bit, pull back from identifying with whatever it is, we're reminded of what we forgot, that we're divine. Now, though we may not feel like it at the time, like now, I can promise we do soar with the angels. The planets and stars, they are our friends from long ago, or even recently. Do you realize you may have even been a god, little g, at one time? The kind that ancient man tended to worship? Hey, it's more than possible. We really don't know self. So let's be open. Let's just stay in heart. It's a treasure trove. And you've got all those other lifetimes to call on too. So there's much to lift us up if we need lifting. Maybe not. Staying in heart is the only way we will know. Besides, that's where all the gifts are. It may be that there's something truly precious that is brought on by this pain or discomfort, but we won't know it if we've gone outside looking for relief, running away from the gift. Do you see? Now, sometimes, too, all it takes is a quick whispered prayer to Source. Let us stay humble and that way alert to whatever comes up. And it helps. It helps a lot to know that everything, barring nothing, is only for blessing, for your blessing. If you begin to see this way, which is heart vision, but of course, then you get more creative. You just know that darn blessing is there somewhere, and that changes how you look at things. And I will hang my hat on that one. It's really solid. Your perspective gets way more flexible. That blessing is always there. Wait, I feel it starting to lift just now. Well, it lifted a little bit. It would be so nice to be able to see into this stuff, to see what is acting. My gosh, it'll be so great to have all of our DNA restored, and again to have full access to 100% of self, mind, spirit, body, soul, all of it. We've been splintered and separated out for so long now, we've quite forgotten what that even feels like. Well, hey, I'm ready. I know you are too. See you again soon.